They're still in the hands of the starter and circling at the start. And they're off and running. In the Backstretvh magazine Amateur Classic Race. And first to show out in front is Fleet Wing, enter Mrs. Thomas Bullitt, and the pink silks on the inside has gained a slight advantage on Major Cody, who is tucked in behind, and then moving up strongly on the outside is No Hot Shot, with Jennifer Harrington now moving up and taking the lead. So No Hot Shot and Jennifer Harrington on the lead. 4 lengths back to Fleet Wing. Deviled Eggs and Jam, 10 lengths back in third. And the trailer is Major Cody. They're going up around the far end of the course. Keeping up a very strong gallop on the lead end is No Hot Shot and Jennifer Harrington, as they have opened up 10 lengths now on the Fleet Wing. Fleet Wing in second. In third, Deviled Eggs and Jam, and the trailer Major Cody, as they're about 8 lengths each separate from each other. So a lot to be done for Major Cody, as winging on the front end is No Hot Shot, and running on strongly. Downhill now is Fleet Wing. Threatening on the inside is Fleet Wing, and taking the advantage.
Ride it down and get the cone and came off the road.
Orange and blue.
Okay.
Opening up. A little over a quarter of a mile now, and Fleet Wing is now demonstrating his superiority as they come to the creek crossing. We'll see how they handle it for the second time. Fleet Wing now is being threatened very strongly, as No Hot Shot is coming back at Fleet Wing. But Fleet Wing opens up another notch. Fleet Wing is going to maintain his advantage underneath here, and it's 1/2 length. Fleet Wing over No Hot Shot. As we have 2 horses remaining out on course, as Major Cody now comes up to the finish line, and will be finisher in third place. So we started off with a wonderful day, and a wonderful race, as 1/2 length separated these 2 good thoroughbred horses in the backstretch. And being restrained is You Dancin' Fool, and You Dancin' Fool takes a 1/2 length lead on Walkin' in Memphis. 3 lengths back in third is Anitra's Dance, and Ater's Flagship brings them up as they negotiate the first fence. There are 2 more on the backstretch to jump, as Walkin' in Memphis crawls over that fence, and he's joined up on the inside by the chestnut mare Anitra's Dance. Anitra's Dance now going on down. Walkin' in Memphis maintains the lead. These 4 horses are under strong restraint by their rider. As You Dance. $12 odds. They're up around the 9. Tucked in and Fool and 8. Straightening out. And up safely over, we have almost front, still under very restraint. You can see how Anitra's dance neck is bowed. And one run, walking in Memphis, also turning his head now, resisting the attempt of the rider to maintain a slower pace. Dancing now, they're letting out a notch, a little bit of speed now. Down around the far tight turn. And he dance, walking in Memphis side by side, a length back to Dancing and 5 lengths back. Tears flagship. Negotiating the turn very nicely now. And going up to Anitra's dance, opening up a little daylight, opening up 2 lengths on, walking in Memphis. Dancing Fool hanging in there too. 3 more jumps on the backside. Anitra's dance that very tightly, maintained her 2-length lead, but moving up on the outside on the downhill run is walking Memphis. And you Dancing Fool moving up on the outside. You Dancing Fool up alongside. Stance as they go over the creek crossings. Anitra's dance handled it a little. Thanks back to it. Just about 15 seconds. One of our in Memphis is off course and maintaining the lead and going to the creek crossing is Anitra's dance. You Dancing Fool is in second, 1 more to jump. And Anitra's flagship now is trying his best to get on terms with Anitra's dance. Anitra's dance now staying in a beautiful gallop across the finish line, and 5 lengths the best of Anitra's flagship, as You Dancing Fool tailed off to be 5 lengths third.
Getting to the finish line. One of these horses will not be just about 15 seconds. One of our horses walking in Memphis is off course and maintaining the lead and going to the creek crossing is Anitra's dance. You Dancing Fool in the second, 1 more to go. And the third flagship now is trying his best to get on the turn with the Anitra's dance. Beautiful gallop across the finish line, and 5 lengths left of their flagship as You Dancing Fool tails on. On the finish line area now, Roderick is bringing up for us Anitra's dance for our trainer at the beginning.
And lower numbers to the inside. The flag is up. They're all in line. They're facing the starter. And they're off. Once again, the jockeys have them under a very tight hold as Skipper T on the outside, the chestnut, is allowed to roll onto the first fence and jumps that in very good form. And then Wild a While right behind. Just 3 lengths back in second is Wild a While, Morning Mission, out for his first trip in third and crawled over that jump, but then picks it up again. 180 Twice is fourth. Euripides is fifth, 8 lengths off the lead, and 14 lengths back is Recanting, the 4-year-old Big Spruce.
How far does it say? Over 2 miles?
Did they go around twice?
Yeah, 2 miles.
They've run about 6 furlongs of the 16. They'll have to run. It's not the horses that are jumping very well now. I think they'll all agree.
Jump right near the finish line in just a moment. And Skipper T and Wild a While and Morning Mission right up there on the front. Still going like a team, and 180 Twice on the inside. Now making a little bit of a move into third. And fourth and fifth, Euripides and Recanting. Skipper T and Wild a While on the front end, and they're just about 4 lengths clear of 180 Twice on the inside. Recanting now has moved up into 5th place and is only 4 lengths off the lead, and he's moving up now strongly on the outside and is moving up into third. Skipper T still on the lead now, and he looks sharp today. Wild a While moves up on the outside, half a length back, 2 lengths back to 180 Twice as they're settling down on the run to the creek crossing. 180 Twice now picking up speed, and Morning Mission moves up to be a solid fourth, 3 lengths off the lead. Euripides is in fifth, 6 lengths off, and 7. And Skipper T and Wild a While and Morning Mission have been there all the day long, and here now they begin their race in earnest. Skipper T and Wild a While jump it side by side, and they're clearing daylight. Skipper T, here comes Wild a While bringing his head and neck to the front of Skipper T and Morning Mission. You could have called it from early in the race.
Right across the field. And Skipper T and Wild a While and Morning Mission have been there all day long. And here now they begin their race in earnest. Skipper T and Wild a While jumping side by side, and they're clear daylight. Skipper T, here comes Wild a While bringing his head to the front of Skipper T and Morning Mission. Could have called it early in the race.
Are lined up here, all after, and the flag is up, and they're off and running. Taking an early lead now is Coromandel under tight restraint and looking over his shoulder. Coromandel has a 1.5 length lead on Patrimony, and jumping very strongly up into second place is Mr. Jumps. His Roni is the early trailer, just 3 lengths off the leader. Coromandel, class racehorse, is on the lead now, a length and a half ahead of Patrimony and Mr. Jumps. Mr. Jumps now moving up a little bit on the outside. These 4 horses are still under tight restraint.
And you see Ronnie there fighting to get on to the turn with the other 3 in front of him. They're coming up to the turn of the 12 jump, and Coromandel measures it very carefully and slowly.
And a length back. In third place is Roni, and in fourth, 2.5 lengths back is Mr. Jumps. See how tightly they're bunched now as these professional jockeys have a plan. Coromandel now opens up a little bit of a notch, and you can see the jockeys sitting up and looking at this sharp turn. Moving up on the outside now is the giant gray Roni, as his big ground-eating stride has carried him up to the lead, but he's on the outside, and on the inside, moving right next to the rail is Mr. Jumps, and while the other 3 were carried out on the turn a little bit by Coromandel, Mr. Jumps has got 5 lengths on him. He's got 6 more jumps to negotiate and another mile. Over he goes in very good order. Patrimony pecked on landing, and coming up on the outside is Coromandel showing his class. 8 lengths back now to Roni, as he is jumping a little stickily over that, and they're being allowed to run down on the far side with a little over a half to go. Mr. Jumps now is taking command
in this race, but he's not getting away from Patrimony and Coromandel as they are racing up to the end of this race. There goes Mr. Jumps up and over, and Patrimony
behind. Jumps, maintaining the lead, but here comes Coromandel on the inside, and he's making his presence felt, very threatening over that jump side by side. What an incredible race we have. Coromandel getting his nose down and in the front, and Mr. Jumps a half length back in second, and Patrimony, running the race of his life, is in third, about 7 lengths behind the leader, and Roni in his first time out is getting a great school, coming up to the finish line, and he'll be our unofficial 4th place winner. So Big Roni, the giant gray, is back, and he's had his outing.
Is Patrimony and Roni still 4th. Up they come now to the finish line. Here come on, 12, and they have 1 more to go. So, maintaining the lead, here comes Coromandel on the inside, and he is making his presence felt very threatening. Over that jump, side by side. What an incredible race we have. Coromandel gets his second. Back in second, and Patrimony runs.
Band Show, who's going to be on the outside, and just inside him in blue and gold is Forman. Priceless Room is next to the inside horse, Nepal Stancer, and they're off and running in the competition. And they are in very tight restraint as well, as Nepal Stancer leads this group of 4 to the first. Over very safely, good jumpers now, good jumpers on the way out country. Only 17 more jumps to go. There's Nepal Stancer on the front end. Forman right behind, 2 lengths back. In third, it's actually Forman. And Big Band Show in second. Not being able to be held very well is Forman. It's Forman now has gone up to the front. And Forman is very eager to get this job done today. He takes the lead, and Nepal's Dancer jumps right up into contention again. Big Band Show is in third, and Priceless Room is the trailer. And just coasting along. Remember, they go under this finish line only. Here quite soon for the first time, and we'll see how they handle a creek crossing. There's Forman now going at a nice racing pace. And in second, still Nepal's Dancer. Big Band Show in third. And moving up into contention now, about 15 lengths back, is Priceless Room. 1 mile done, 2 to go. These horses are jumping beautifully. As you saw Priceless Room jump about 4.5, 5 foot over the obstacle. Forman now still is going in a very rhythmic, metronomic gallop on the front end. He's 8 lengths ahead of Nepal's Dancer, and 2 lengths back of him is Big Band Show, that is 10 lengths back, and 16 lengths back to Priceless Room. Not even half done yet in this competition. A very, very aggressive gallop by Forman on the lead. This is his first start ever over timber.
13 lengths back is Big Band Show. 17 lengths back is Priceless Room.
Rider is still down, gathering himself. He is on his knees now as Forman galloping strongly now, Big Band Show. And Priceless Room has made a move here, a little past midpoint of the race. Forman got a little tight, but really tidy, and Priceless Room again, demonstrating good jumping position. And right behind is Big Band Show. We've got 8 lengths separating our top 3, as 3 are left in this arduous competition. The horse on the lead has not changed his stroke one bit, and he's still 8 lengths ahead of Priceless Room and 9 lengths ahead of Big Band Show. These horses now are starting to show the effects of galloping over this surface in high temperatures for such a long time. But Forman is absolutely endless up front. He is galloping on.
He is all over. He's tired. He's going to hit the last one at a dead run.
You can see Forman, absolutely endless gallop. Big Band Show coming up, and coming up on the inside with 1 more to jump. There's Forman and Big Band Show side by side, and now it's a sprint to the finish with Priceless Room gathering up his strength. But up on the front end, it is Big Band Show.
Big Band Show coming up, and coming up on the inside with 1 more to jump. There's Forman and Big Band Show side by side, and now it's a sprint to the finish with Priceless Room gathering up his strength. But up on the front end, it is Big Band Show making it to the front.
Running next to the cornfield, and they're off and running and taking an early start as Gus has promised to watch this lady all the way around. Risky Business, beautiful, absolutely classic form over the first fence, and Risky Business now is leading. They're going to go on down, make way at the barrels jump, probably one of the stiffest tests that we will see today. And Risky Business has a partner right alongside, and they're both focusing on this huge jump, and over safely is Lord Wollaston and Gus Brown. And Risky Business was not taking any risks at all, jumped it clearly, and now they're following Lord Wollaston. They're running next to the cornfield, and they're over the huge fallen log. The next test, and this is a test, folks, is to jump the bales right next to the creek crossing. Those are round bales, not square bales, honey. On down, and Lord Wollaston takes a good geek at it, and very safely over. And now to the creek crossing, and there's Ella coming right up with risky business, and
Yeah, they're just like a practice run. How they make the turn to come back into the course here. They're way out there. I look at the course here. They're done. They're going to make this creek and take a right and then go down to the finish line.
3 miles. Is it 3 miles? Is it 3 miles?
So they're not coming back around here?
course, and they'll come all the way across past the crane to cross the creek right next to the bridge. They have to go down the bank, which is very steep, and through the little old half-dry Beargrass Creek. See how steep it is? Riders have to change their balance, and they have done that beautifully. Well, Gus is on the lead now, and Risky Business is right behind. Now they're going to go catty corner on the course and jump another flight. And coming along beautifully is Lord Wollaston crossing the bridge crossing for the last time, and making a final run at Lord Wollaston is Risky Business. There's Lord Wollaston and Gus Brown with a salute to his adoring, worshiping crowd.
Chelsea, look, who is it?
Coming along beautifully is
Chelsea.